Hi all, let's see exception handling in C Sharp. Exception handling means is a process of handling runtime errors. Exception means it's an event that occurs during the execution of the program when something is not correct, such as when we try to divide a value by zero or try to read a file which is not exist in the directory like that. When exception, that is error, occur in our application, the developer should handle to prevent the application from crashing. If we didn't handle the exception, the application execution may terminate and also it won't execute other functionalities of the application. We can handle exception in C Sharp using try, catch, and finally keyword. Inside the try block, we can write the code. If any error occurs, the flow of the control jumps to the catch block. A catch block is the exception handler block where you can perform some actions such as logging, examining an exception like that. Finary block will always execute whether an exception raised or not. Usually, a finary block used to release resources. Example: closing a stream or file object that were opened in the try block. Let's see practically. He created a sample console application and inside the main function, just getting a number from the user and converting that number as integer and assign it to the variable and printing square value of that number. Let's execute and check. Now in this output window, it asking a number from user. If I type any string value instead of number, let's see what happened. Let's type any string value and press enter. See here, when trying to convert our entered number as integer, it's showing the error message. Input string was not in correct format. System.format exception. So we have to provide proper integer value to convert as integer and assign it to this variable. If any error occur, we have to show proper message to user without crashing an application like this. Let's handle this exception. Let's start debugging. Let's surround with try catch. Inside the catch block, let's add some message to user. Let's execute and check. Instead of typing an integer value, let's type any string value and press enter. See, instead of crashing the application, it handled the exception and showing the message to the user. Here, when the error occurred, the program jumped into catch block and displaying error message to the end user level. But in developer side, we have to know what kind of error message is that, which line the error occurred. We have to log that or handle that exception. By using exception base class, we can receive exception detail. For that, inside the parentheses, add base class name along with object. This object receives the detailed information of the exception. This is a built-in class in C Sharp. Let's go to this class. This class having many properties. By using these properties, we can get detailed information of the exception. Let's go back to program class. Here, by using message property, we can get detailed information of the exception. By using stack trace property, we can get which line the exception occurred. Let's execute and check. Let's type any string value. See, detailed information of the error is input string was not in correct format and the line number is 50. Like this, C Sharp having many built-in class for exception handling. Here we are receiving input string was not in correct format, that is format exception. We can also use format exception class for handling format exception if occurred, like this. If any format exception occurred in try block, these format exception catch block will handle that. Like this, we can add many catch block to try block. For example, if we try to read a file which is not exist in the directory inside try block, then this file not found exception catch block will handle that. If any null exception occurred inside try block, then this catch block will handle that. Here we specified multiple catch block with a different exception type. This is called as exception filter. And a catch block with a base exception class should be a lost block. You cannot add this catch block at first. It should be lost because occurred exception in case not match with any of this catch block, a catch block with base exception or parameterless catch block will handle that. So a try block can have one or more catch blocks, and also nested try catch also allowed in C Sharp. You can add try catch inside another try catch block also. Let's see finally block. Let's replace this program. A finally block is an optional block. It should come after a try and catch block. The finally block will always be executed whether an exception occurred or not. The finally block will generally used for cleaning up the code. For example, disposing an object. Let's see an example. Let's uncomment this. Let's add stream close in try block. Let's add one more line in end of the program. And inside this try block, I'm reading a file using stream reader from the directory C. If this file not found, then file not found exception occurred, then jump into the file not found exception catch block. When exception occurred in this line, the remaining line of the try block will not execute it because it's moved to the catch block and then move to the final block, then move to the next line of the program. Here we are disposing a stream object inside try block. If exception occurred, this line will not executed and will not dispose the object of stream reader. So always disposing the resources in finally block is good practice, and note the finally block will always execute whether an exception occurred or not. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.